All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rick Godley. Let's see, this is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Let's get in the sun. We're doing a test. There I am. Media Bass. This is the 2025 teams first tournament at Pleasure Point, Lake Claiborne. Looks like I'm bundled up. It's because I'm bundled up. And we are getting ready for the weigh-in. 41 teams went out this morning. 41 teams went out. Are we good? Greg Terzia. And let me get all my cords. Here's his microphone. Let's see. See, I'm in the sunlight. There we go. All right, so Greg, how you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm excited to get a team season going, man. We've had a couple of small individual tournaments, and teams is always the big thing with us. And we had a good turnout this morning. We had 41 show up in the cold and sent them out. And well, I can't wait to see how the year is going to start.
Yeah, this is year number 3 for me. How many years have you been doing Media Bass?
This will be 6 years for
6 years.
me.
So was the very first one you did 6 years ago in January, and where was it?
That's a good question. Yeah, it was actually we started in the fall with individuals. The first year we ever did it, we started in the fall, and it was in November, and it was actually on Darbone. That was our first ever tournament, and let me tell you, we've come a long way since then, Rick.
Oh, yeah. I remember my first one, and it was 2 years ago, and it was down at Caney Lake, and great turnout on that. And the guy who I keep forgetting, but he drove up with his family, and he said Caney was the best lake he's fished. What's it?
Yeah, Ben Milliken.
Ben Milliken, Yeah, so I remember that one, and that was a tad cold. So this looks cold today. Thankfully, it's not as cold. It is blustery.
Yes. Way better. I mean, last year the weather wasn't bad. We hit the right weekends. But remember, I think that was it the first year you were doing tournaments, or the year before, I think. And guys, I mean, it was terrible. Every weekend we had the tournament, it was the wrong weekend. The weather was just terrible. I mean, storming, rain, snow. It was terrible.
I do remember the snow.
Yeah. And
I do remember the tornado that stirred up on the Washita River and came right over.
Right. That was a terrible deal there too. But yeah, we've so far. Last year we dodged the bad weather. So far this year it's looking great. And but yeah, guys, it was so bad that one year everybody started saying I was jinxed, and a Terzia tournament's always going to be a bad weather. But look, man, it's not. The weather has been good all last year, and we're starting out good this year.
And we are starting out good. All right, now I flashed up the schedule for the remainder of the season. Is there still time, or is it closed? And because I know you like to have everybody sign up because they're in this point spread kind of thing,
Yes.
But can somebody say I want to get in on next tournament? It's going to be February 15th.
So yes, of course you can fish one tournament if you want with media, but if you have goals of making the championship, you have to fish 4 of the 6 tournaments and basically finish in the top 50%. So basically, though, if you do fish 4. Because not everybody fishes all 6 tournaments. So if you do fish 4 and you weigh in a fish each tournament,
right,
you're pretty much a shoe-in for the championship. And the championship this year is going to be at Rhett's Tails and Shells on Darbone. Teams championship, $10,000 guaranteed first place.
Wow.
So
now, wait, when you say the championship, we're talking with Gordon coming into
Gordon
town.
comes in.
No
and
kidding.
The championship, we have 13 divisions of media, so all those guys that qualified come, and that's what's cool. Gordon loves coming here.
Right.
And we have, the last couple of years, we have had a Media Bass Championship right here in our backyard. Thank you, Gordon, for wanting to come to North Central Louisiana. We love it.
So this is year 3 because the first year was a Washita, if I remember. Caney last year's. All right. Well, way to go, Gordon. And has he ever been to Rhett's? That is an ideal.
Oh, he loves Rhett's. Yeah, he's been to Rhett's.
All right.
But who doesn't love Rhett's?
That's right. Well, and then brag on Pleasure Point here because that's where we are.
Yeah,
Lake
Russell
Claiborne.
Mills right here at Pleasure Point has been so accommodating. He makes everything easy for me to put on a great tournament here. They're not open right now. They're going to open their store up, I believe, in May. But they Summertime, it's hopping down here, man. They grilling burgers, they have steak nights and margaritas or whatever. It's just a good time here. But right now he's here, and he always drops by. Greg, is everything good? Everything you need? Anything? And
Right.
and he doesn't charge my guys a boat launch fee. He just loves us being here, and we like it up here at Pleasure Point.
Pleasure Point is where we at. The time, for those who are going to watch us in the future, it's straight up 2 o'clock. The Gregorian calendar date is January 25th, because other folks will watch this later on. 41 teams went out. I know 3 or 2 came back. One had boat trouble. Do you know?
Yeah, Calvin Lusby had boat trouble. I'm not so sure. I got here right after they left out, so that's all I heard. We had another guy who leaving out. He said his partner fell in the boat and his back's not feeling all that good right now. So, so their day ended early, and but that's part of fishing, though. You're going to have boat trouble. You're going to have. That's just the grind, the bass fishing tournaments. You're going to have your bad days.
Well, as you say on the back here of the Media Bass North Louisiana Division, champions keep fishing until they get it right, and
that's right.
That's the
that's
wall
right.
of champions.
They love signing the wall, yes, and the wall's starting to fill up with signatures, which is awesome. I remember the first time we did that, I was so excited. I thought it was a neat idea, and yeah, the guys love it.
I saw Audrey's name up there. Did she?
Well, maybe she's earned first place with all the work.
She's earned it, huh? Okay.
Yeah, she tries to stay behind the scenes. She's not one to get in front of the camera, but she does a lot for Media Bass, and puts up with me, puts up with you too, Rick.
Oh, okay.
And,
yeah.
And so, she's in the truck right now just hanging out, getting ready, but when it's time to weigh, she's got a lot of work on her hands, but she knocks it out the park every tournament.
All right, so this is a test just to make sure. It seems like it's going to be going well. Cameras, the floppy fish cam, the happy sad face cam, and then the trailer cam for Media Bass North Louisiana Division, the first live stream of the first tournament. Hang on, do I have my sound effects?
Survey said.
Survey said.
We love the sound effects, Rick.
Hey, got the big checks on the dock.
Cash it.
Cash it.
Yep.
Whoop, a wah wah.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. All right, so I think we're ready to go there, Greg. So what do you anticipate today?
Okay, so not a good day of fishing today. The wind's been blowing. It's been cold all week. I'm going to say 18 pounds, which that's still a good stringer, but what I'm thinking is going to happen is you're going to have an 18-pound stringer come in, maybe a 15, a couple of 14s, and then I think it's going to fall off to 10 and then down to the single digits after that. That's what I'm saying, but if I have to give you a weight, I'm going to go with 1867. That's going to be first. What's your pick?
2038, and the only
2038.
reason I say that is I knew we'd have this conversation, and I was putting on my socks over my long underwear, under my pants, and I'm layered up here, and I said 2038, and I said, all right.
Well, these guys always shot me. These are the best bass fishermen in North Louisiana, hands down. So, a lot of times I'll pick a 18 something, and then one of them will come in with 24 pounds.
Right.
And I've been fishing my whole life. I've been doing tournaments, and so I kind of think I know, what the weights are going to be. But man, these guys are sticks. They bring in big fish. That's kind of why I quit fishing. I can't get their money fishing against them.
Let me see if I have the baby crying.
Oh yeah.
No.
The baby cry.
Oh yeah, there the baby.
I did get a check in Fishers and Men last weekend, though, Rick.
Let me applause.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I weighed in 3 fish for I think it was 6 pounds, and I was shocked that I got a check. So that was the first time I'd been fishing in 2 or 3 months. So I was happy about that.
All right, so we're going to be firing up the stream. You think somebody's coming in right now?
Well, I don't know.
It's
kind of early.
all
I don't even have the scales.
All right, yeah, we need to finish getting set up, but there's
Yep.
where they come in.
Yeah, guys, tune on back in. I think we'll be back on in about 20 minutes,
All
and
right.
we'll be rolling with the weigh-in. We got 41 teams. It's going to be happening real fast. It's going to be a lot of action. Floppy fish cam. Rick's got cameras all over the place. This is different than a normal weigh-in where I just drop a bag of fish and hand a guy a ticket and y'all don't even see the fish. It gets wild up here, guys.
Well, and again, you know me, I'm not a fisherman. I've done it once or twice, but the camera angles when you pick the fish up, I was watching it and you see right into their stomach.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, Rick's got a camera right above me looking down, so you guys get to see what I get to see. And, it's just not a drop the fish in the tank with the bag and print them out a receipt and walk off the stage. You guys get to see everything with this weigh-in.
All right, we're looking forward to it. We will stream you later. Greg Terzia, the weighmaster for teams #1 of the 2025 campaign season here. By the way, we're streaming straight to MediaBass.com. So
Yes.
what you all can do is, as you're watching it, that little share button, you punch it, and that'll push it out to your network.
Yes, and then also, so now that we're doing that, which is just adds to this weigh-in, you guys can comment, get involved with the weigh-in. Rick's sitting there looking at this screen here, and so you guys can talk to Rick as he's weighing, asking questions.
I wouldn't
and
go that far yet.
Oh, come on now, Rick.
Gosh, there was a baby count.
And well, let me say,
well, they can
Rick
trash talk amongst themselves.
Yeah, you guys can talk. We want some chatter, you know.
Yeah.
Let's make this weigh-in as fun as it can be. And
all right.
we're going somewhere with these weigh-ins, Rick.
Yeah, I don't know and you don't know, but it's fun going there. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. We'll catch you when they start coming.